One Piece has tried to dip its feet in the gaming space numerous times, and many fans will tell you One Piece hasn't made the right game, but I'd beg to differ. While it may not be an open world game that One Piece needs, a good one that is, may I introduce One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. This is easily the best One Piece game, and it is one of my favorite games of all time. So let's talk about it. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is a beat-em-up game, better known as a Muso game. In it, you run through hordes of enemies, mowing them down without a second thought. This is the first Muso game I ever played, and goddamn is it fun. It doesn't waste time trying to make you earn your strength. It knows why you're here and serves that a power trip on a silver platter from the very start. You truly feel like Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro, who are the characters you unlock in the first mission, with how effortlessly you are able to land enemies on their butts. Of course, you can't just be strong all the time. The further you progress in the game, the more you will need to level up stats and unlock a bunch of stuff. This is really important. I remember playing the first level in the treasure log early game, and I struggled to get through the level because I didn't level up properly. And you level up by getting coins that you spend on these maps, and you get the coin through playing certain levels. And while we're here talking about the different types of levels, let's talk about the modes that you can play through. There are 4 game modes that you can play, and they are Dramatic Log, Free Log, Treasure Log, and Adventure Log. Dramatic Log is just the game story mode, and it covers the major arcs: Alabasta, Water 7, Enies Lobby, Sabaody, Marineford, Return to Sabaody, Dressrosa, Whole Cake, and Wano. It covers these in a set of missions, generally being 4 to 6 missions. Water 7 and Enies Lobby, Sabaody and Marineford, Return to Sabaody, and Dressrosa are grouped together in a set of missions. This is a pretty bare-bones story mode that skips a lot of arcs that I would have liked to see, like Thriller Bark and Skypiea. It certainly isn't good for storytelling. It isn't good for telling you the story if you haven't seen the show, but it's okay. But it is good at teaching you the basics of the game and slowly showing you different objectives that range from beat this many enemies to escort this character to this spot on the map. You are slowly given more and more characters as you progress in the story. The elephant in the room is that most of the Wano arc is game original. You see, when this game came out, Wano only had completed Act 1, which meant that if the arc would be included in the game, its story would have to be mostly made up. I believe something similar happened to this in the third Pirate Warriors game, where they had to make up most of Dressrosa. The story in this for Wano is okay. The story mode in general is just okay. Nothing more to say about it. Next is Free Log, and this just has you play through the story mode again, but here you can play as any character in any mission. In Dramatic Log, you have to play as a character you're given in missions, but in Free Log, you can play as Akainu helping Ace escape Marineford. I like that your ranks in Free Log carry over to Dramatic Log. That's actually something I gotta talk about. At the end of each level, you're given a rank on how many enemies you beat and how fast you beat the level. And if both are S, your total rank for the stage is S. I love that if I struggle to get an S rank on a level in Dramatic Log, I could use an OP character in Free Log to get that S rank and it'd count as an S rank in Dramatic Log. Treasure Log is absolutely fantastic, as it's a range of missions that progress in difficulty and have some awesome variations in playstyle. I love the levels where you get bounty level ups the more you beat people and complete missions, and you have to rack a certain amount of bounty. This log has levels that have what if scenarios. They range from Chopper and Carrot fighting some pirates to Emperors fighting to the death. These are really fun scenarios, and there's more than enough levels that you can pretend to be any character, and there's a mission for you to roleplay with. These levels give you coins that are used to level up characters. The last mode is Adventure Log. It isn't complete, and there's a game mode added to it with every new DLC. Currently there are 2 logs, which is Yamato's Adventure, which follows her exploring in the places in the world, and Kobe's Chronicles, doing marine stuff. These levels give you souls, which are used for leveling up characters. Now, I have to be honest, I haven't played Kobe's Chronicles. I do have it. You can't play it unless you finish the Yamato's adventure log, but I'm kind of struggling to beat the final level on it. I have heard what Kobe's Chronicles is, and it being an endless mode sounds so cool. The last section of the adventure log will come out when Character Pack 6 comes out later this year. I reckon the last mission pack will be Roger's Adventures, since each pack follows a character that's featured in the DLC it releases with. Finally, let's talk about the characters. I won't talk about all the characters because that'd be insane, and I haven't even tried all of them since there are 30. Instead, I'll talk about my favorite characters to play as. Ace, Film Red Shanks, Kobe, Hybrid Kaido, and Yamato are the best characters for me to play. I know Whitebeard is great too, but I haven't played him too much. Speed types are my favorite types of characters, as they're the fastest and they tend to have great AoE and damage, so that they tend to be the best of both worlds. Power types are great too, but they're not as fast, and I prefer a bit faster characters. I'm not a big fan of Sky and Technique types, as Technique types are too gimmicky for me, and Sky types are too slippery, and some of their special moves aren't even usable when you use Full Force Burst that makes them float in the air. Because especially with Technique types, I generally tend to like more button mashy characters. I'm a person who likes easy games more than hard games, so I like to just turn my brain off and spam. And Technique types, not only being gimmicky, but they tend to be a lot more technical, which just isn't my thing. But Law is one of the few Technique types I love. I love Law so much. He's one of those characters where he's technical, but you can also spam and have a lot of fun with, and he's really great. Anyway, there are enough characters here that you can play as your favorite one, and who knows, maybe you'll find an unexpected main. I didn't care about Film Red Shanks when he was announced for DLC 5, but now he's one of my favorite characters to play as. And that's all I have to say. This is ridiculously fun, and I always have a blast when playing it. There's a lot to do here, but I have to admit I'm starting to get a little bored of it. It's just the gameplay is repetitive, and I play the same kind of characters, so it can be, But it's still an absolutely perfect and amazing game. I completely recommend playing it, especially now that since Roger will be added soon. And if you're a One Piece fan, come on, man. There are so many characters to try. They even have the Germa brothers and a bunch of characters. They have Drake. They have Okiku. There's so many different characters I even think could have a moveset. They completely make up movesets for Shanks, and it's really technical with building up hockey levels. There's so much you can do here, and especially if you're a One Piece fan, there's a lot of fan service here. And there's even this thing in the loading screens where you can look around the map and try to find Panda Man. That's how you know they really care if they include Panda Man in actually good puzzles that keep you engaged even during loading screens. Anyway, that's all I have to say, and I'm done for today. Thanks for your time, and I hope you'll return. Goodbye. So, as you know, this is like an outro type thing. I don't want to put music, so I'm just gonna ramble a bit off script. And you're free to leave, and if you like my rambling, feel free to join. And I completely forgot to say, leave your comments and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think of my thoughts. Let me know what you think. But keep in mind, it's just opinions. That it's okay to disagree, and let's be civil. But I feel like this is one of those topics where you don't. I don't think there'll be many people being toxic about it. It's not a power scaling video or anything. I've been struggling to think of videos for a while now. I wanted to make something, but I didn't know what. I have a few ideas, like Luffy versus Gojo, Usopp versus Nobara, but I kind of want to do something other than JJK for a bit. I was going to do a One Piece chapter 1110 review, but I didn't really have much to say on it. The Gorosei are so cool. They look so awesome. Gandhi is my favorite design out of them. The Sandworm looks like a Laboon, and you can't change my mind. I don't really have a lot to say on it. Zoro one-shotting Lucci is crazy, especially since all the slander was coming. I know the Underlark chapter came out. I'll try making a review on it. I'll see. yeah, I was gonna make a video where I almost completed actually, writing the script where Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, if they had curse techniques in JJK, but I couldn't think of good curse techniques for them. I didn't know. I had decent ideas for domain expansion, but it's just I didn't want to give them all like domain expansion exclusive curse techniques like Higuruma has. So I don't know. Yeah, I might make a video on how Undead Unlock or JJK or JoJo could be transferred to a good like game, ideal game. Of course, One Piece has open world, which would be perfect. But I actually really like the 2D RPG type thing that Joy Boy, which is a YouTuber, suggested, which I like that a lot as well. So yeah, I think Undead Unlock's story and how it handles like fights, it lends perfectly to a game with like missions and stuff and quests. So yeah, I might make a video on that. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. So yeah, thanks for listening and goodbye.